Welcome to Deep Thought. Build your best form of intelligence. Your best form of intelligence. I'm going to tell you what. Sometimes we have our own forms of intelligence. And that's sometimes. I shouldn't even say sometimes. We all have our best form of intelligence. As I always say, we all have something. Even if someone on the spectrum. I know a young man on the spectrum now. He's actually teaching himself Spanish. And he's actually pretty good at it. He doesn't have a teacher. He's teaching himself. He's really good on a computer. In fact, I've met and encountered several young men and women very good at what they do. I'm acquainted with a young lady who's on the spectrum who is very good at cooking. She cooks for her family all the time. And she actually does that for a job. Yet she's on the spectrum. Look, every single one of us has some form of intelligence, no matter what. Don't go by just what you might have tested at. That's legitimate, and that is a form, but it might not be your best form. It might be. Or, it might be somebody, what I mentioned in the last episode about someone maybe having street smart or whatever business. Like I said, I've known 3 people with 8th grade educations who did very well financially. In fact, way better than some. I've known some individuals who got multiple degrees and they're struggling. And that's not anything against them, but they are good at every single person is good at what they're doing. Someone could be the type who can create music. Shoot, even with AI now, you have some people, they can get on AI, they can make movies now. That's a form of intelligence. Or being able to write. I'm a writer. That's a form of intelligence to create a story or something. Every single person has to figure out what their best form of intelligence is, they might have different intelligence, good at different things. Yes, they could have a strong logical mathematical mind, but then they could also have a musical intelligence and they can do something with that. Or a physical intelligence, or if they have like book smarts and street smarts, and I've talked about that before. Oh shoot, real powerful. They can just solve problems, or they can just see the patterns. Whatever it is, think about it. What are you really good at? What are you really intelligent at? What could you come on a platform like YouTube and do videos about? Every single person, I don't care who it is, got something that they're good at. One of the things that I do when I talk with people, when I interact with them, I'll just sit down and listen to them. And one of the things I do, I encourage them. I say, hey, you're very good at this. You're very good at this. Or you know something about this. And I especially listen when it's something I don't know about. Because as I always say, I don't know everything. I know a lot. But the more I learn, the more I realize, I don't know a lot. As I've said several times, and not really jokingly, but several times, I cannot explain quantum physics in Mandarin. But then let's talk about that Mandarin thing. You have some people, they can pick up language easily. And that's a form of intelligence. Whatever the case, think about yourself. Don't worry about some test or what somebody else says, or you don't need somebody else's validation. Think about what you are good at. What are you good at? What you have knowledge of. What you could come on a video and talk about. Think about it like that. Think about it like that. If you were to do a video, what could you talk about and that you know? And you actually have that a lot if you look at these platforms, these social media platforms. You have a lot of people, they might just know one thing, but they'll come on and talk about that. That's your form of intelligence. And it could be whatever. I knew this young lady, worked with her in the government. I'm always saying like that from now on because somebody liked that. But this one young lady, she even though she was working as an administrative assistant, but she also braided hair. And that's a form of intelligence. To make somebody beautiful, to braid hair, to fix something on somebody else. That's not something, I mean, shoot, somebody can make, you got some people making 6 figures doing just that. That's a form of intelligence right there. Whatever you're doing, maybe fixing cars, that's to do it. I have a neighbor that's always fixing a car. Hey, that's a form of intelligence. Being able to repair stuff, being able to fix stuff. That's a form of intelligence. Whatever it is, build it. Build it. Sit down and think about, what are you good at? What do you know? What could you tell other people how to do? Think about it like that too. Because I had mentioned a bit earlier in this video, I said, what could you get on video and talk about? Think about, what could you do that you could teach other people how to do? That you know this so well, you're so good at it. You have a talent for this. I mean, somebody cooking food. I mean, who could cook good food that people want to eat. Hey, that's a form of intelligence. You can't overlook anything. I don't care how small it might be, how menial it might be. Thinking it's only one type of intelligence don't mean anything. Yeah, you got some people good at, they can pass those IQ tests and stuff. Okay, fine. But what if you have somebody, they really good at cooking food? Or think about something else. Think about they have emotional intelligence and they can really deal with people. And you can put them in positions where they can interact with people. And they're so good at it, they know how to make people feel better. Like, what if they have emotional intelligence? I remember, and there was that book by Howard Gardner where he talked about multiple intelligences. And I remember, I think it was in that book, that was decades ago when I read that. But he was talking about this gentleman who was on a bus who got on and he was all upset. And everybody was upsetting everybody else. But there was one guy on the bus who was able to calm him down, use emotional intelligence to calm him down. That guy who calmed that down, the other person down, that's intelligence right there. And you might be good at that. Whatever the case, think about, what is your best form of intelligence? What can you do? What can you do that's good? And whatever it is. And trust me, if it's on this planet, it's important. Somebody who could fix a television, that's intelligence. I remember the TV before the one that's pumping out that soundscape music right now. I remember I was trying to fix it. It had all this, so I took it to this one guy. This guy's intelligence was fixing devices. That's still important. Everything. Whatever your form of intelligence is, think about what it is and use it, all right? Build it up. Build it up. Because it's not only something that you could use for joy, but it's also something that you can really make money with too. But build it up just because it's what you can do, okay? All right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Build that intelligence, whatever your form is. Peace and blessings, everyone.